Yo guys, what is up? Main here. Sorry for the lack of updates. I've been visiting family for birthday stuff, so a bunch of people in town, but want to get some up for you here. We're going to be back with streaming and stuff starting next week. That being said, Bitcoin crushing. So I hope you guys are all making money. Now altcoins are starting to wake up. ETH is back over $3,000. So the question is, what happens next? Are we going to see Bitcoin continue to run? Or are we going to see Bitcoin chill out and altcoins run? So that's going to be the focus of this video. I'll do my typical clout collection and all that stuff in a stream when I'm back in the studio, because I did tell you guys to long here and to long here. Also, not to mention basically every bottom of this entire bull run, we were telling you to long all the way back to like $25,000 years ago. So hopefully you're reaping the benefit of taking those opportunities and remaining high time frame bullish. That's one of the things that I want to impress upon you. With all of the ups and downs the crypto market has had, the tariff news, the ETF launch, we have remained high time frame bullish on Bitcoin this entire time. We've always been looking for higher lows to continue to form on the 3-month chart, on the monthly chart, going down to the weekly chart. We never broke high time frame market structure. So as much as people on Twitter are giga bullish now, you got to remember how many of those same people were losing their shit here. They were losing their shit down here. They were losing their shit here and this entire way as well on every single pullback. We always revert to the high time frame, and the high time frame has been unquestionably bullish for over 2 years at this point, going back to January of 2023. So I'm very proud of myself that I managed to keep that bullish bias, holding on to my spot, taking trades along the way in both directions, because that's what we're here to do. We're here to take trades in both directions. Price can go up or down. There's going to be long opportunities here. There'll be long opportunities higher, lower, shorts, all the stuff in between. But on the spot side, the investing side, we've remained unabashedly bullish on this cycle not being over. My prediction was always Q4 of this year, and we're not there yet. So that's great news. It's actually been a relatively exciting summer. Generally, crypto is kind of boring in the summer. But everything is back at all-time highs. I mean, Trump basically put in the bottom here back in April on equities, Bitcoin as well. So now the question is, what happens from here? So I had laid out this plan on Telegram and everywhere fucking else for you guys that I wanted to get filled at this daily fair value gap. And it looks like we got front run. So sometimes that's going to happen. Now, there's still a chance. I still have limits. So right now, I have limit orders here with my stop down here. Those are still sitting for me because we very well could come and do this and then continue higher. Price does not go up in a straight line. As much as people talk about parabolic advances, oh, it's up only, no more retests, no more entries for bulls, that is never the case. Even in this super aggressive up move, there were pullbacks, there were consolidations with pullbacks. There was a larger consolidation with a larger pullback, and that's going to continue all the way up until this thing eventually tops. Who knows where that's going to be, but right now, we are bulls. We're looking for reasons to remain bullish and to find long opportunities. So looking at Bitcoin specifically, I still believe there's a chance that we come and fill this daily fair value gap. So I'm going to leave my orders there. We also have a CME gap here. So it's just a nice level. Maybe this is a lower high. We come down. This is engineered liquidity. We take out that low and then we send it again. So that's kind of my thoughts on Bitcoin. Now, we did take out a 12-hour low here. We put in an SFP. So if you go down to the hourly chart, in theory, we've got an H12, H1 setup right here. You could say that this is your structure break. Sorry, I'm operating from my laptop, so my already terrible trading view skills are going to be exacerbated. And then this is going to be our breaker block right here. We take it all the way down to the SFP low. And we draw that out in time. You could argue that this pullback right now is going to be where the higher low forms, and we're not going to come down there. So what might make me change my mind about the daily FVG, well, if we put some sort of hourly sweep and then structure break in here, that might be worth longing. So what would that look like? Well, maybe we take out this low here, then we put in a, here, let me draw this a little better here. So let's say we have a swing high here, take out that low, break that, something like this, forming within this 12-hour zone, our little entry fractal. Maybe that's your entry. Maybe that's how you get involved. Or you look for this same pattern to form just down here in this daily fair value gap. Instead of this liquidity being run, it's this liquidity being run. But it's the same thing. That's what we're looking for in Bitcoin right now. How low is this retracement going to go? Is it going to come back and take out this H12 low? Or are we going to form a higher low somewhere within this gray box that we're in right now? So that's what I'm going to be watching over the next couple of days. If you put on our Monday's range here, we had our Monday low, our Monday high. We traded well below Monday's low. So maybe that is your trigger, right? We're consolidating here. Reclaim Monday's low. You take the long. Stop below the deviation. Target Monday's high. We're just going to trade the chart. That's all we're talking about here. We're not talking about some massive swing trade at this point. This is day trading. In my opinion, the swing entry is based on the daily fair value gap. If we come down here, I think this is the type of swing trade where you put a stop down here and you target a significantly higher high, 130, 140K, and that's your swing trade. But all this stuff I'm talking about on the hourly chart, it's day trading. We're just looking for entries. We're looking to trade this both up or down. Maybe we get a move up here and we get some sort of rejection, right? I didn't mean to draw that big. That could be a short. It doesn't mean we're bearish. It doesn't mean we think we're going into a bear market. We're just trading. So that's what I'm looking at on Bitcoin right now. I'll watch this H12 breaker that we're in currently, and then I will be also watching the daily fair value gap. I expect a higher low on Bitcoin to form either in here or in here, and I'm looking to get in a trade for what I believe will be the next leg up and continue all-time highs. Now, we're going to talk about Ethereum next, which is very exciting because it's finally fucking moving. I'm sure many of you like me who have been holding Ethereum for God knows how long, were waiting for this move to actually happen. Now, what I want to preface this ETH move with is one thing. This was the last two tops in Bitcoin, okay? This is the top of Bitcoin in April. Ethereum did fuck all, and then it pumped, did like a 2x. And then Bitcoin topped. It went from like 70K back to the 30Ks, if you remember. Ethereum fell back down. And then on that second kind of double top on Bitcoin, Ethereum ran kind of concurrently with Bitcoin, but again was kind of lagging. So the one thing that we got to ask ourselves is if ETH is going to start running hard now. These levels here are just the quarterly highs and lows, right? So we took out last quarter's low. What's the next, not last quarter's, but we took out Q1's low. What's the next target? Q1's high. I think we're going back to the yearly open, at least 3,500. I think we're going to make all-time highs on Ethereum personally, but this is just a very simple liquidity play. You mark out last quarter's or Q1's low. It's just a range now. Deviated the range, reclaimed. Where's the target? The range high. So if you're an ETH, that's the target. Maybe we consolidate here. Maybe we pull back and retest this, but we are going to this range high. I'm pretty confident in that. So if you're an ETH bull, you want to know where I think at least above Q1's high. I'm thinking at least 4,000 to be honest, but I think very likely new all-time highs on ETH. Now the question we have to ask ourselves, with ETH starting to run, with Sol starting to move, with meme coins starting to move, with the grifters and pieces of shit who always seem to appear only when the price gets bullish and they start ramming bullshit down your fucking gullets again, does that mean that this run is closer to being over? Now, I'm not saying the bull market in general, but usually what we see happen is a rotation from ETH, or from Bitcoin, excuse me, then it chills out and then eventually pulls back. And when Bitcoin is kind of topping out, ETH and alts usually get their move. And then once those top out, usually that's coincided with Bitcoin pulling back and then the cycle resets. That's how all of the cycle tops have formed. I'm not saying that this means the cycle top is occurring, but if we get a Bitcoin rip and then an ETH rip with Bitcoin going sideways, that might be a sign that, okay, Bitcoin might be pulling back soon, then ETH pulls back, blah, blah, blah. What I would personally like to see, I'm happy with ETH going up, but I want Bitcoin to continue to trade higher. I want Bitcoin to, even if it consolidates here, I want another impulsive leg. So maybe we consolidate here. I get my entry because wouldn't that be nice? And then boom, we're trading in the 130s. And then during these periods of consolidation, altcoins do well, okay? But I don't want Bitcoin to start consolidating here and then end up distributing lower, right? Because that means that ETH was kind of the death knell, being like, okay, alts are running and then everything's about to blow up. So in the ideal world, Bitcoin continues to run and continues to be impulsive, and alts showing strength are just a byproduct of Bitcoin having made an impulsive leg. Now it's going to consolidate and then it's going to impulse again. I don't want Bitcoin dominance to have topped. I'm happy with Bitcoin dominance pulling back here for a couple of days, couple of weeks, and we have fun with alts. But then you know what I want? I want Bitcoin dominance to make another leg higher. And then I want Bitcoin to make another leg higher. And that tells me that this rally is going to sustain and everything is going to get risen up, right? A rising tide lifts all ships along with Bitcoin. And then we have that final massive alt season, when Bitcoin tops out. But for now, things are looking really good. I'm still bullish on Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin dominance has room to fall. We have a nice big bearish divergence here on the weekly chart. This can come down for a few weeks. Alts do really well. And ideally, Bitcoin at the very least just hangs around. And in the best case scenario, it consolidates and it's reaccumulating to go higher. So Ethereum, I think at the very least, we're trading to this Q1 high. If we are very fucking lucky, and ETH gets some sort of pullback. Again, when things are super impulsive, you don't always get the retest that you want. Like, remember I told you guys, I was bullish on ETH down here. I'll find the tweets for my stream. I'm going to be doing a big old fucking clout dance. I'm like the rainmaker, but it's going to be me harvesting months and months and months of clout while all of these fucking pussies were being bearish down here. We called out the bottom on ETH BTC and the bottom on ETH here in these videos, in Telegram, on Twitter. You don't always get that perfect retest though, right? We wanted that retest there, didn't quite come. To me, the picture perfect retest for ETH is some sideways, bang, really fast flush down here, and then like all-time high move. If you get a chance to long ETH near 2,800, slightly below 3,000, I think you shove on that move. Again, I don't know if we'll get it, but if we do, I think you shove hard as fuck and you ride that to $5,000 plus Ethereum. So that's my game plan there for ETH as well. This might go up more, right? It might take this out. It might consolidate and chop around here. This is a pretty big move that we've put in here, right? So, just since the middle of June, the last month, ETH is up 60%. So some consolidation, who knows? But if we get a pullback to 2,800, oh my God, like fucking, I'm stroking my shit, lotion on my dick, horny as fuck, man, longing that dip, okay? So that's kind of my main two things that I'm looking at. I think Solana is looking interesting. It's come off that monthly order block. It's starting to perk up here. If you look at Sol ETH, this thing is eating a dick right now, but Sol BTC is starting to potentially bottom out here, right? We've got this weekly fair value gap right here. We've got big weekly wicks here, right? Not quite an SFP, but this is an SFP below it. But this is a big weekly low, and if it can reclaim that, Sol might start outperforming Bitcoin. Sorry, something in my throat. Sol might start outperforming Bitcoin, but for the time being, ETH remains the stronger. This is looking to make new lows here on the monthly, on the weekly, looking to close below new lows here potentially. So if you're a Sol person or you're wondering when to rotate from ETH to Sol, right now ETH remains the big dog. And of course, ETH BTC. We were bullish on ETH BTC down here. I remember the tweet and I said, hey, this is a great place for ETH BTC to bounce. And then obviously I'd marked out this big monthly low saying, hey, this is a huge reclaim here on ETH. It has never reclaimed a monthly low on this entire way down. It would hold it, trade below, nuke, hold it, trade below, nuke. Now it's finally reclaiming it along with this 3-day weekly breaker. I'd marked this out. I said, if it holds this, it looks really good. This has some room to run. So if this continues to run, don't rush necessarily into Solana, okay? A lot of bullshit's going on Solana, a lot of bullshit going on in the trenches. Oh my God, pump funds extracting. Bonk was the real trade, this and that. People are raping each other left, right, and center. Your boy Main is just here giving you the sauce, the alpha, as always, for free this entire bull run. So if you appreciate it, make sure you let me know in the comments. But I hope you guys are making some money because guess what? Bonk, the best trade over the last few weeks, bonk guy this, bonk guy that. Your boy Main has been posting about bonk since it was down here, telling you guys, hey, looks good at this level here on the monthly. This looks like a higher low, and bonk is up like 200% from my tweet just 2-3 weeks ago. So I hope you guys have been paying attention over these streams. I know sometimes the streams are long, and so some of the alpha gets lost within them. But I feel like we've been absolutely dialed on our bias, on finding the setups, on finding the coins that look good. Another coin that I always talk about on stream, because you guys always request it, is CRV. And I've been talking about CRV, and I said, I love this setup on the monthly. This is a monthly breaker. I love it. And look what happened. We came down to that monthly breaker, and price has bounced up almost 200%. Most recently, just in the last 8 days, it is up 100% off of this weekly, monthly level. So I hope you guys are making some money, man. I know the breakout traders are making money. We're on pace to have our biggest payout month ever. Breakout traders are absolutely cooking. The boys in the Haven are cooking. The people in the Telegram are cooking. And I hope you guys on YouTube are cooking as well. So that's kind of a quick summary of where I'm at, what I'm feeling about the markets. I think things still look good. I want Bitcoin to remain strong. I have no problem with ETH going up, but I want it to be going up because Bitcoin is going sideways, not because Bitcoin is weak. The longer Bitcoin can rally and be impulsive, the longer this period of fun remains. That being said, I still believe in the 4-year cycle. We have a long time between now and Q4, 5-6 months. A lot can happen. The treasury Ponzi's are starting to go crazy. We have companies now buying ETH, buying Hyperliquid. We have Michael Saylor going out of his goddamn mind, rightly so. And this is all good news, and this mania can go on longer, but it doesn't mean it's going to go on forever. I'm already starting to hear people say the bull run is just starting. The bull run has been going, boys. You know that if you've been following me and watching these videos. This is not the start of the bull run. I have people telling me Bitcoin's going to be going up to $2 million a year from now. Who fucking knows? Maybe they're right? But the bull run has been going. This is not just getting started. The risk to buy Bitcoin here is substantially higher than it was when I was telling you to buy it at 20K, 30K, 40K, 50K, 70K. Could Bitcoin go to 300 grand, 400 grand, 500 grand? Yes, but the risk reward is getting worse. The higher we go, the more parabolic this goes. So I'm not saying, hey, it's fucking over, freak the fuck out. I still think that the majority of this year is going to be bullish, but starting to see people predict 2 years from now, it's up only, the bull market's just getting started. To me, those people are retarded, and I'm not. I'm very smart, and so are you guys, because you guys watch and subscribe to this channel. These are the same people who called top here, and they called top here, and they called top here, and they called top again here, whereas we said, hey, this is just a bull run, and these are just high time frame swings, and we've just made another high time frame market structure break. So I'm still bullish. The monthly is making a new push, a new fresh high. But if we do something like this and then come down here, and then this is just a retest of this monthly demand, look at this. This is just a retest. What if we get another one? How many people are going to shit their pants here and tell you it's fucking over? Again and again and again, ad infinitum. So I'm going to do my best to keep you guys appraised of the situation. I hope you guys are all making money. I hope you're having a lot of fun. If you stuck through some of these shitty drawdowns and you're still here and you still got money, all the time I yap about, hey, make sure you stay in the game. You want money for when easy mode returns. We're back in easy mode for the time being. So as long as you didn't get chopped up here or here or here or here and you're still in the game, now's when you can make your money. Remember, the majority of the money is made in small sprints, okay? staying in the game, taking advantage when the market is providing opportunities like it is right now. That's how you really crush. So I'm going to be here with you guys along the entire way. I'll try and get another video up over the coming days, and then I'm back home Monday and we're back at it with the streams. We're gonna keep fucking cooking. So if you guys are crushing, if you're happy, if you love me, tell me I'm handsome, leave me nice comments below. As always, all my bullshit is in the description of the video. If you want to support Breakout, The Haven, any of the ref links I use, please feel free. But these videos will remain free as always. No pressure to do anything. All I ask is just engage, like, comment, retweet. We're trying to get that 100K on YouTube. All right, guys, I love you. I will talk to you very soon. Hope everyone's enjoying Bitcoin at all-time high. Have a good night. Peace out.